guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for sticking around and waiting for me to dance. First I'm going to take the Hangover RX spray from Too Faced and spray that all over my face. It's aggressive, but it's good. Then I'm going to let that soak in for a second and sing, and then I'm going to do my eyes first. Priming with some NYX HD Full Coverage Concealer. I love this one. Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Then I'm just going to blend that in with an Urban Decay brush that came in a Naked palette, the Naked Heat palette. Moving my mirror because I can't see anything. There's my Brandon! Ignore me while I text. Next I'm going to take some of the Kat Von D Lock-It translucent powder and just set my lids. Making sure to really, really set them because I don't want anything creasing because there is glitter involved as usual. Okay, next I'm going to take the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. I recently just went to DragCon and bought this at a discounted price. I also met Jeffree, Laura, and Manny. It was fantastic. I'm going to take the shade Safe Word and buff that into my crease with a fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics. These eyeshadows are so good they actually blend themselves. Like, I had to do almost no work to get them to just be flawless. Next I'm going to take the shade, I don't remember what it's called. Fetish, I'm sorry. And I'm going to pack that all over the lid, going a little bit up into my crease. And it's going to look really crazy at first, but I promise it won't turn out that way. Doing that to the other eye. Now I'm just going to take that fluffy brush again with a little bit more of Fetish on it, and then I'm going to blend that out like crazy. This took a little bit of time, but after it was completely blended, it ended up looking really, really good, and I actually really, really like the way it came out. Packing a little bit more of that shade on the lid, and again, blending that through my crease and up almost to my brow bone, not quite to my brow bone, but almost to my brow bone. I was Snapchatting again. Just keep blending, just keep blending, just keep blending, blending, blending. Then I'm going to take the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in Kitten Karma. I just packed that on the very inner portion of my lid, and then I'm going to go in with a brush in a second and blend it out to get that like half glitter kind of fading into shadow look, and just kind of really pulling at the glitter and making it kind of blend seamlessly. So I just went ahead and added some brows off camera, and now I'm going to move on to the face. So we already primed, remember. I have to grab a foundation, so I grabbed the CoverGirl Outlast All Day 3-in-1 Stay Fabulous foundation in the lightest shade, which is 805. I'm taking that, and I'm going to wet my beauty blender with a little bit of water spray that I had hanging around, and I'm going to dip my beauty blender in the product on my hand, and then dip that all over my face, and just keep blending my foundation everywhere until it is flawless. Make sure I'm getting it in the hairline and under my eyes because the concealer that I wanted to use didn't have enough coverage for the look that I was doing, but I wanted to use the concealer because I love it. avoiding my eyebrow area just a little bit to make sure that no matter what, the eyebrows don't get ruined by the foundation, but we'll go in and touch them up in a minute anyway. Next, I'm going to take the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser, and I'm going to put that under my eyes, down the center of my nose, down the bridge of my forehead, the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, and around my mouth, and then I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender again and just blend that out and make sure everything is looking flawless and full coverage. Snapchatting Brandon again. He was watching my video and he posted it on Snapchat and sent it to me. He was watching a tutorial from a while ago. Okay, so next I'm going to take more of that Kat Von D translucent powder and I'm going to bake my under eye just for a second and make sure that nothing is going to crease or move around or anything like that. So I'm going to set that all in place, and my nose as well, and then just a little bit around my mouth and on my chin, my forehead, obviously. And then I'm going to take a denser flat brush, and I'm going to take the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Powder, and I'm going to really pack that and punch it into my face and really set my foundation, because I have a problem where my foundation likes to come off in these areas, so I just really set it and make sure it's like caked on there, and it makes it for a velvet look. Next, I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and just continue to blend a little bit more around the edges of Fetish, just a little bit to make sure it's all perfect. And then I'm going to take my big fluffy brush and the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in Sunkissed and bronze up the hollows of my cheeks. I'm not going to contour because I feel like it takes away a little bit from the eyes in this look, so I'm going to just bronze up just a little bit in the general areas that people would normally bronze their faces. Just around the cheekbones, and then a little bit on my jawline just to kind of match everything together, since I am a little bit darker than this foundation. Next, I'm going to do blush. I'm taking this Luxie tapered brush, and I'm going to use Milani's Luminoso, and I'm going to put that right on the apples of my cheeks. It adds just a really pretty glow to the skin, and it just looks fabulous. So I love this blush for that. Ignore my dancing, please. I had to get more lighting. And blend that blush out. My favorite part. I'm saying, Brandon, you already know what this is. This is the M510 brush from Morphe and Uranus and Eclipse from MannyMUA and Jeffree Star Cosmetics. These two highlights are everything. Look at it. It doesn't look like much. First layer. And then second one, oh my god, I'm beaming. Just wait. I love it so much. It's crazy. I can't stop using these highlights. I've used them literally every day since Sunday, which is the day that I got them. I'm going to take a little bit of Uranus, and this highlight is so pigmented. Like, Manny was not fucking around. Like, he's so pigmented. I'm going to put that in the highlight areas just to amp it up just a little bit more and add kind of a neutrally look, because Uranus is a little bit more gold and Eclipse is a little more cool toned, so mixing them together gets this really champagne, icy, warm, beautiful, metallic highlight. Now I'm going to just set my brows with some brow gel because they were not dark enough for me, so I just added a little bit of brow gel, and I accidentally screwed up and got a ton of brow gel on one part of my brow, so I just took a spoolie, as you'll see in a second, and just blended that away, because this brow gel that I used, it was the Maybelline one. It was kind of chunky. Next, I'm going to take a little bit more of Uranus, and I'm going to take that flat synthetic brush from Urban Decay, and I'm going to put that just a little tiny bit on my brow bone, just add a little bit of pop, make everything look a little bit more seamless, and then buff the eyeshadow around the edges with Uranus and just make it look seamless. Last thing from Jeffree Star, makes me sad, but I'm using the Daddy Liquid Lipstick from the MannyMUA and Jeffree Star collab. I love them, and I love this shade. It is sickening. It is gorgeous. I'm just applying that beautifully. I screwed up my upper lip, so I had to fix that. Singing to myself, ignore me. Okay, now I'm going to take some Roller Lash from Benefit, my all-time favorite mascara. I'm going to coat my lashes with this just on the top for now, because when I was filming this, I forgot to do my lower lash line. So I did my top mascara, then I did my lower lash line, which you'll see in a second. Going back into the Androgyny palette, I'm taking Poison and Swallow together on a little Morphe M149, and I'm going to buff that on my lower lash line as a pop of color in this very warm-toned maroon look. I think it just complemented it really, really well, and since my eyes are kind of a neutral grayish blue, I figured a pop of blue on the lower lash line would fit and suit my look quite well, and I like the way that it came out. I'm dragging it out just a little bit. This was inspired by Manny when I went to go meet them. He had a little like blue on the lower lash line, but it was kind of out with his wing. It looked really good. I'm not doing a wing liner today, but it looked awesome. So just coating my lower lashes, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Bye, I love you.